Silence is not an absence of sound, but rather a shifting of attention towards sounds that speak to the soul. Thomas More. But when you pray, go to your room and shut the door and pray to your Father who is secret. Matthew 6:6. When we have to justify our words or deeds, we should closely inspect our motives, and if we cannot find a kind way to express the truth, silence, then, is a suitable substitute. The soul always knows how to heal itself. The challenge, then, is to silence the mind. Carolyn Mace. And you? When will you begin the long journey into yourself? Rumi. Silence, like love, is not something we reason our way into. And once we are in it, we recognize it has been there all along. Philip Simmons in Learning to Fall. Silence isn't empty. It's full of answers. If you want to enjoy life and see many happy days, keep your tongue from speaking evil and your lips from telling lies, and turn away from evil and do good. Search for peace and work to maintain it. 1 Peter 3:20-11. So often we wait until tragedy strikes to get a prayer life, and thus we've trained ourselves to pray out of desperation and fear instead of faith. VerseInspireMe.com. The pain that you have been feeling can't compare to the joy that is coming. Romans 8:18. I have begun to realize that you can listen to silence and learn from it. It has a quality and dimension all its own. Cham Potok. The quiet words of the wise are more to be heeded than the shouts of a ruler of fools. Ecclesiastes 9:17. A time to tear and a time to sow, a time to be silent and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time for war and a time for peace. Ecclesiastes 3:7-8. Be angry and do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on the cause of your anger. Ephesians 4:26. Even fools are thought wise when they keep silent. With their mouths shut, they seem intelligent. Proverbs 17:28. It is better in prayer to have a heart without words than words without a heart. Mahatma Gandhi. I have so much to do that I shall spend the first 3 hours in prayer. Martin Luther. You'll be calm the day you learn to sit alone and do nothing. Maxime Lagacé. The most beautiful experience we can have is the mysterious, the fundamental emotion which stands at the cradle of true art and true science. Albert Einstein. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. Marcus Aurelius. The next message you need is always right where you are. Ram Dass. Only if we understand will we care, and only if we care will we help, and only if we help shall all be saved. Jane Goodall. Don't try to steer the river. Deepak Chopra. At any moment, you have a choice that either leads you closer to your spirit or further away from it. Thich Nhat Hanh. The least of things with a meaning is worth more in life than the greatest of things without it. Carl Jung. Spirituality, the art of keeping your internal fire alive. Maxime Lagacé. The spiritual journey is the unlearning of fear and the acceptance of love. Marianne Williamson. Within you, there is a stillness and a sanctuary to which you can retreat at any time and be yourself. Herman Hesse. The spiritual life does not remove us from the world, but leads us deeper into it. Henry J. M. Newman. Realize deeply that the present moment is all you have. Make the now the primary focus of your life. Eckhart Tolle. Being at ease without knowing is critical for answers to come to you. Eckhart Tolle. He who is filled with love is filled with God himself. Augustine of Hippo. When you connect to the silence within you, that is when you can make sense of the disturbance going on around you. Stephen Richards. The moment one gives closer attention to anything, even a blade of grass, it becomes a mysterious, awesome, indescribably magnificent world in itself. Henry Miller. God will not look you over for medals, degrees, or diplomas, but for scars. Elbert Hibbard, I chose gentleness. Nothing is won by force. I choose to be gentle. If I raise my voice, may it be only in praise. If I clench my fist, may it only be in prayer. If I make a demand, may it be only of myself. Max Lucado. Learn to get in touch with the silence within yourself and know that everything in this life has a purpose. There are no mistakes, no coincidences. All events are blessings given to us to learn from. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. It is better in prayer to have a heart without words than words without a heart. Mahatma Gandhi.